include procurement in the process is because you want to have control over the process. And business lines, internal stakeholders, even though they will respect most of the process, they won't respect all of it. And in particular, they will cut corners on those that where they don't see the value to them directly, which is compliance, risk management, for instance, contract management. All of this are crucial points in the process that should not be rushed, and they may not be covered properly when the person buying is not a procurement professional. So that's a very important first reason. The second reason is that one of the key factors in consulting procurement is a good alignment between the different stakeholders. And that's a very common problem. And it's also emphasized when you have a stakeholder buying, because again, they will push their own agenda, which is normal. It's not something that is wrong per se. It's just that when you put the different stakeholders in the same room, then they have to find a consensus. And the person bringing, the people in the room, is better to have a neutral position. So that's another reason why having procurement involved can help smooth the process, but also work on already change management early on in the process. Also, and maybe mostly, the reason is about negotiation. When you are involved early in the process, you have a stronger position for negotiation. We all know that we're involved very late in the process and we come in and say, hey, we have negotiated everything is ready. I need a 20% decrease on the price, or for 20%. And this is not possible. With consulting, when you have everything set before and you just negotiate price, like only price, then if you get to 10%, that's already good. So the whole point is having access to the scope. And the best moment to have access to the scope is before the consultant is chosen, and it's before even their solution has started. So the best moment is when you write the RFP, actually. And the earlier you are involved in the process, the more influence you can have on the process and on the prices. Because in consulting, you have the scope and the staffing and the timing, everything is kind of built together, and that's what makes the price. So you would need to have access to all those levers to really be able to get the best outcome in terms of return on investment. And finally, one of the last reasons is that it avoids rush decisions. The the risk when you're not applying your process properly is that you will take the first consultants that convinces you however he does that. And we all know that consultants, and that's our bread and butter, and that's how we make our life, is to convince people and to look smarter than we are. It's a joke, but that's the idea. And the consultants might shine and show you all the great things that it could do for you, but ultimately you need to keep a clear head when you're making decisions, and when you have someone next to you that is helping to do that and to look at facts and be objective, that's easier, and that person next to you should be procurement. So this is these are the reasons why involving procurement earlier is really crucial.